Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into Aleo, a project that's tackling one of the biggest, well, contradictions in all of crypto. This whole promise of a decentralized, user-owned internet that kind of weirdly makes all of your financial business public. Aleo's solution? Let's build an internet that's private from the ground up. Let's see how they're planning to do it.
So let's start with a question that really gets right to the heart of the problem here. Imagine you're buying a coffee. Would you ever in a million years show the barista your entire bank statement? Every single transaction, every dollar you have? No way, right? Of course not. But in the crypto world today, that's pretty much what's happening all the time.
And this is what Aleo's founder, Howard Wu, actually calls the coffee shop problem. On transparent blockchains, think Ethereum, Solana, your wallet address is totally public. So the moment you pay for that coffee, the shop now has your address, and they can trace everything. They can see your balance, where your money came from, and where you're going to spend it next. It's a huge privacy leak that would just never be acceptable in the real world.
Right, so let's be super clear about this. This isn't some bug or an oversight. This radical transparency, it's a feature. It's baked right into the architecture of most blockchains we use today. According to Aleo, a staggering 99%, almost all of them, expose user data by default. That means pretty much the entire crypto ecosystem is built on this foundation where everyone can see everything. And look, that's great for things like auditing and trust, but for your personal privacy, for doing business, it's a total disaster. This slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? In traditional banking, privacy is the default. The coffee shop sees you paid $5, and that's it. They don't get to peek at your savings account. But on most blockchains, the whole model is flipped upside down. It's all public. The merchant sees your entire balance. If you're running a business, your revenue is out there for the world to see. That just doesn't work for real commerce. And this is exactly the problem that Aleo was built to solve. Instead of trying to bolt privacy onto a transparent system, they just started from scratch. They built a whole new thing where privacy is the default setting right out of the box. I love this quote from the founder because it just perfectly captures the whole idea. The goal was to take the best of both worlds, right? You get the programmability of Ethereum, the power to build basically anything you can dream up, and you combine it with the rock-solid privacy of something like Zcash. The result is a platform where developers can finally build apps that are both powerful and private. So how in the world do they do this? Well, the magic behind Aleo is a really cool technology called zero-knowledge proofs, or ZKPs for short. Think of it like this. You know those Where's Waldo books? Imagine you want to prove to me that you found Waldo, but you don't want to show me the whole page. You could just take a big piece of cardboard, cover the entire page, cut a tiny hole right over Waldo, and show me through the hole. See? You've proven you know where he is, but you haven't revealed anything else about the picture. ZKPs do the exact same thing for data. They let you prove something is true, like, yes, I have enough money for this coffee, without revealing any of the details, like your total balance. So, if we put it all together, Aleo is really trying to deliver on 4 key things. 1, it's private by default. 2, it's fully programmable, just like Ethereum. 3, it's built to be fast and scalable enough for real-world applications. And, maybe most importantly, all of this is designed to put you, the user, back in control of your own information. You decide what to share and who you share it with. Okay, but here's where things get really, really interesting. Because, absolute, totally untraceable privacy, that can create some major headaches with regulators. Aleo saw this coming and built something that tries to thread the needle, balancing that user privacy with real-world compliance. This comparison just nails it. Whenever a new technology comes along, it can really go one of 2 ways. It can try to just go around the existing system, think Napster with music, or Tornado Cash and crypto, or it can try to integrate with the system, like Spotify did. Aleo is planting its flag firmly in that second camp. They want to work with institutions and regulations, not against them. And the key to this is something they call configurable compliance. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution. It's more like a toolkit for developers. It gives them the ability to build apps that can follow different rules in different places. So an application could, for example, verify that you're a legitimate user for legal reasons, but without having to broadcast your entire financial history to the world. So what does this actually look like when the rubber hits the road? Let's talk about some of the real-world things you can build with this kind of technology. This unique mix of privacy and programmability just opens up a whole new world of applications. For payments, you could have a business run its global payroll without exposing every employee's salary on a public ledger.
For identity, you could prove you're over 18 without revealing your name, your address, or even your exact birthday. In gaming, it means you can have real on-chain strategy games with hidden info, like poker, where you can't see the other player's cards. And in DeFi, it means your trading strategies are safe from those pesky front-running bots that are always watching the public mem.
So what's the big picture here? What's the end game? Where does a platform like Aleo really fit into how the internet and finance are evolving? Well, the founder himself made a pretty bold prediction. He thinks that in the future, the vast majority of stablecoins, digital dollars, will move from public chains like Ethereum over to private ones. And he believes Aleo will be the foundational layer for that massive shift.
The way the team explains it, this is just a natural evolution. It's a lot like the web's own journey from HTTP to HTTPS. Remember? We didn't really have e-commerce or secure banking online until the web became encrypted by default. The argument here is that we're not going to have true mainstream digital finance until our money is encrypted by default too. Which kind of leaves us with this one big question. With all the amazing innovation in crypto, the basic experience of using digital money is still fundamentally broken for everyday real-world use. So maybe making our digital money work more like physical cash, private, secure, and controlled by the user, is the final piece of the puzzle for true mass adoption. And that's the puzzle Aleo is trying to solve.